anytime, anywhere.
At 3:30, the 2014
Hello,
World
Martin.
Cup presented by Adidas. Let's listen to both coaches' huddles.
It's a critical part of the game right now. Don't lighten up. The pace is great. No holding. The ball does not stick. We have got to take more pride down there. More pride. And down here, the ball cannot stick. No one will get in rhythm if the ball continues to stick.
Well, you guys talked about exactly what Eric's supposed to say there. More pride meaning you're not playing hard enough defensively as Ray Allen misses. A loose ball foul call on Matt Bunner. You guys have been saying it for most of the first half.
And if you're Eric Spoelstra, it's a great point to make. Because right now, you're down 4 points, and you have not defended at a championship caliber effort. Matter of fact, you surrendered points. Just imagine if they took pride on the defensive end like we know that they could do.
I agree. I think it shows you how good Miami is, that they haven't played very well, and they've still found a way to be so close.
Parker's on James on the switch. James gets it, drives, misses the lefty layup. Anderson fouled on his follow. Danny Crawford and Jim Capers discussing who to call it on. It's going to be on Ginobili.
And this is interesting. James Jones coming in the game, designated shooter, ahead of Shane Battier.
Jones has not played much recently, including the Eastern Conference Finals. So an early substitution for the veteran. He's played in 11 of their 16 games so far in these playoffs, but not a lot of minutes.
4, 5.
Chalmers gets inside. Tough shot, or was that a pass? Either way, James throws it down.
That's a shot, but LeBron James understanding that the Spurs are switching to 1-3 pick and roll. Mario Chalmers, your job is to come off and automatically give it to LeBron and play off of him being defended by Boston.
San Antonio's lead cut to 2 once again. Parker trying to draw the foul. He got Jones up in the air. And Tony Parker will head to the free throw line.
But even if you come off and shoot the basketball, the luxury that you have is you're asking Tony Parker to box out LeBron James. Not going to happen. Grown man strength, and he finishes at the rim. But that's an adjustment that the Spurs are going to have to make, and if they don't, if I'm Miami, I continue to run at it, coach.
And I think that's what they're trying to pound him right now, this 1-3 pick and roll over and over again.
Parker misses. A reminder, NBA TV Originals returned with the 84 draft. A documentary on the historic 84 draft class that featured Michael Jordan, Akeem Olajuwon, Charles Barkley, John Stockton. Tomorrow, 9 Eastern. Only on NBA TV.
And Mike, I want to make a point about that. It also is about this guy, Dan Trant, that I played against. Last pick of the 84 draft for the Boston Celtics, who happened to die in 9/11. It's very sad.
4.
Well, we haven't seen it yet. It's supposed to be spectacular for those who have. The shot clock winding down. Chalmers fouled by Parker as he threw up a desperation heave with the 24-second clock winding down. And Popovich's look tells it all. He wants to see the replay. Hard to tell the contact from that particular camera angle. Jason Phillips was right there. By the way, talking about the 84 draft, of course, Michael Jordan, who else was drafted in the 84 draft? Carl Lewis. The Bulls drafted Carl Lewis as well. That looks like a foul.
It looks like a foul. Contact. Chalmers sold it. Clearly was contact.
What round was that?
It was like the 10th round.
Well, that might have been Rod Thorne back in the day.
By the way, he never made it in the NBA. He had a great NBA career as a national anthem singer.
Don't disrespect greatness, man.
Yeah. James takes it away from Duncan, who thought he was fouled. And Ginobili fouls James. Duncan still hot up what he thought was a no call, or it should have been. Ginobili picks up his second and a technical foul on Tim Duncan. Duncan does not pick up many technical fouls. Now, he argues a lot of calls, but it's usually very respectful. Remember last year, the these finals do is not one technical foul in all 7 games, not a single technical, and an unlikely one here on Duncan. That angle looks pretty good defensively.
Yeah, for me, that's a hard angle.
But I like the job of refereeing.
1,
Jason
2,
Phillips walks away from Duncan and then walks away from him again. That's a veteran referee that understands it's too important.
Jones way off. James gets the rebound, goes back up and banks it in. James overpowering down low that time. Crowd wanted a foul. They fall. Well, could he bump Leonard?
And Mike, he's in the paint the whole game right now. No jump shots at all.
And a foul call. There was sarcastic cheers. James, they call it on Birdman.
And again, the second shot. That's his second one tonight. That goes for a bucket. Good. Hey, listen, it's a heavy contact game right now.
Mark, as a player, you like it when they let them play as long as they keep it consistent, correct?
That's all you ask as a player. You're going to call it tight. You're going to call fouls. You want the referees to be consistent. One way or the other, just be consistent. And the best in the world, that's what they are.
This is the first lead for Miami. They had trailed by as many as 11. The defensive 3 seconds call against James Jones, which is a one-shot technical. For those new to the NBA who don't watch on a regular basis, you can't be in the paint for 3 seconds unless you're within guarding distance of your man. And James Jones does not. The NBA Finals continue Tuesday on ABC with Game 3. It'll be from Miami. Our coverage begins at 8:30 NBA Countdown. Tip off shortly after 9 Eastern. Will it be 1-1? We'll San Antonio take a 2-0 lead.
1, 2,
Ginobili catches, fires, and hits.
3,
8 points in 11 minutes off the bench for Manu Ginobili.
4, 5, 6, 7.
James Jones tries. That's short. Beat out of the rebound.
8,
Parker on the drive. Back up top. Ginobili again. And Birdman on his 5th rebound. Ginobili tried to swat it away. Wade reacted. And they call the foul, and that's 3 on Ginobili. Greg Popovich is hot on that one. Ginobili took a swipe at him, and the way Wade reacted, it seemed like he was hit.
I always go back to what. And he flopped. and I go always back to what Steve Jabby says. Never trust the player. His reaction, his grabbing of the eye, any of that. Because you have to be able to see it to call it.
Let's bring in our man, Steve Jabby, of course, with us here at the AT&T Center. Steve?
Well, Mike, sometimes the players do fool you, and I know that they know we're looking there. We can't see it in real time because it happens so quickly, but sometimes the referees do go by the player's reaction. Unfortunately, we get them wrong sometimes.
But again, Ginobili, you can't put yourself in that position. He's away from scoring position. You've got 2 fouls and everything going for you on the offensive end. Trust your defense. There's 3 fouls. Ginobili, another good start, but he has to sit. Parker's jump shot is good.
And you're absolutely right. You can't foul or appear to foul on plays like that because you're too valuable.
1,
Chalmers to Anderson.
2,
Birdman from outside. Don't see that very often.
3,
Parker gets into the paint.
4, 5,
finds Duncan.
6,
Duncan on the layup.
7,
Full box
8.
rebound. Dangerous pass from Wade. Dial picks up Allen. Crossover twice. Flips it inside the Birdman. Taken away by Bellinelli. Shot clock did not reset. Chalmers has to put it up. And Duncan able to haul in the rebound. Ahead to Parker. Parker the drive and the finish.
Hello, my friends.
Another timeout for Miami. Tony Parker once again.
Buying when it comes to